Hey there everybody, my name is Hunter and we have got a rocker of a video to start off my time with Esports Talk. They looked at me and they said, oh yeah, we're going to give him a hard one to start things off. And so we are going to be talking about the CallMeCarson scandal that just recently came out. I don't want to be in too much of a light mood because this is a pretty heavy topic that we're addressing. And so I'm just going to get right into it. If you don't know, Minecraft player and YouTuber Carson King has a large following on YouTube and was recently caught up in this public allegation of him being involved in an underage fan and having some less than appropriate, I will say, interactions between the two of them. At this point, we have more than enough evidence of it. A lot of people have come forward, including Noah, Traves, Joko, and Slimesicle, all coming forward with their own statements, as well as the young girl herself coming forward and sharing their conversations.
I'm not into kids, but I did trade nudes with people under the age of 18, which is very bad. I was 19. That's all you need right there. That's Carson's profile. There you go. There's all the stuff for that. And then if you go down to the very bottom, grooming pedophilia Carson situation, this tweet, he says, "This shit is absolutely disgusting. I figure guys will be seeing this sooner or later, but yeah, absolutely gross messages confirming that this is true."
Now, the details in these conversations and statements, I think, are pretty clear that Carson has openly admitted to these allegations to those that are around him. Slimesicle goes on to state that in an early 2020 phone call, Carson told all the lunch club members and our group manager that he had exchanged nudes with an unnamed girl he believed to be 17. Because I suspected a crime had been committed, I immediately reported this information to federal law enforcement, cut all ties to Carson, and withdrew completely from Lunch Club. Although the Lunch Club manager had asked about a final March drop or a goodbye video, I refused these because I no longer wanted to be associated with Carson or Lunch Club. This shows us just how sensitive of a topic this was for those that were around Carson, that someone like Slimesicle went as far as to report the entire situation to law enforcement. And although the situation might not have seemed that bad to everyone at first, I think it got worse and worse as more information was released. We ended up getting further confirmation from this when the girl actually shared her own screen recordings and screenshots of these conversations that she had been having with Carson. You'll see in a lot of these screenshots the inappropriate nature of their conversations and Carson pushing for more content between the two of them. From the screenshots, it seems like he often tried to steer the conversation towards a bit more scandalous topics, and so I don't necessarily want to read out the conversations and comments themselves just because they are a little bit more inappropriate. Now, this is a pretty tricky situation overall, as a lot of people have different and wide varying opinions on this. Some people are saying that because there's only a 2-year gap, that it's not that big of a deal, and if Carson wasn't famous, it wouldn't be a big deal at all, and no one would really care. But guys, I think at the end of the day, the facts are he was 19 and she was 17. He was a large YouTuber, a large content creator, and she was a fan of his. And I think just combining those two things makes it pretty obvious that there was maybe some mishandling of a power dynamic there, where Carson maybe should have been more aware of what was going on and aware of what he was doing. I don't think he meant anything malicious by it, but I do think it's a situation that could have been handled much, much better, obviously. When we look to see what some people in the community had to say about the situation, we can really tell that this has been a rough go for everyone involved. Ryan publicly stated that, although it is still highly irresponsible of me the way I reacted at the beginning, I do not stand by Carson or his actions in any way. I'm still processing all of this and I don't know how to feel beyond this point. It feels like a lot of things are crashing down and burning, and it's a terrible gut-wrenching feeling. I wanted to make this statement to formally clarify any comments posted to me, and although I don't stand by those comments anymore, I respect why they were shown in the first place. Now, even the girl herself came out to say, I don't want Carson to go to jail. I don't want Carson to be canceled over this. I want people to be educated. I want there to be safety. I want people to feel safe with people they enjoy watching or look up to. So ultimately, I think I have to agree with CaseyTron on this one. I think it's hard to see channels just using the entire situation for views instead of trying to be respectful and fair to everyone involved and surrounded by the situation. Of course, this isn't anything we want to make light of. I do think it serves as a great lesson to content groups and content creators that, hey, we have to hold each other accountable to these things and make sure that people on your team aren't doing things they shouldn't be doing, you know? And just a great reminder, like, hey, don't do stuff like this, right? Just don't do it. Okay? that's really all I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think. Once again, guys, my name is Hunter. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe, be smart, behave. And I'll see you later.